YouTubers, what's going on? Okay, so I'm doing a new relationship reading, and this is going to be for feminine energy. What does the feminine want? What is the feminine feeling at this time? Okay, so you know your energy in the relationship, whether it's same sex, whatever. Okay, if you're the feminine energy, okay, this is what, your energies could be at this time. Take with you what you understand, okay? What you don't understand may not be for your energies, okay? Again, energy is fluid. But at the same time, we are under energies. We are energy, right? Circumstances and situations are different, but the energies, this is why people can connect. A collective of people can connect to the same reading and going through the same thing because it's the energies that you're, going through, shifting through, whatever, okay? Circumstance and situation just might be different. Take with you what you understand, but this is a feminine energy reading, okay? So if you're the masculine, this is what's going on with the feminine at this time. This is how the feminine is feeling. This is what the feminine energy is wanting. This is what the feminine energy is going through, okay? Using the romance angel cards, I already cleared these. I'm going to do a cartomancy, okay? Cartomancy path. Right now, again, energies are fluid. So if some of the things that come through, already happened to you, take that part, understand, hey, because, things are already happening, okay? But now it's, where's it headed? That's what this is about, okay? I was intuitively guided to do this. So this is going to be for the feminine energy, okay? So, and then the next upload, upload this, then I'll upload the masculine after I complete that. But I'm doing feminine first. So, feminine energy, connected, what are you guys feeling at this time? What do you want? What do you want? What are you doing? What are your feelings, your energies at this time, feminine energies? Okay. At the bottom of the deck, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. So the feminine energy at this time is keeping an open mind about the person who is their direct counterpart, okay? They know now that the person that they met, the lover of their soul, their direct counterpart, again, soulmates. We're all souls. We can mate with other souls. But there's the direct counterpart is that soulmate that brought that passion out, okay? That's who the feminine right now is keeping an open mind about, right? So, the first card out here is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so the feminine energy, this is what, you're wanting right now, right? Or masculine, understand that they're keeping an open mind about your connection, okay? Because you're different from anybody they ever met. They understand that. And now they want to deepen the bond. They want to get to know you on a deeper level because you ignited passion within them, but this did not happen. This came out also in the weekly energy reading that I just did, okay? I know the freaking video is long, okay, but I want to help people, and I just blabbermouth, I just talk, but it's like I've been through so many experiences, this is what I was called to do, okay? So I'm doing it, and I'm doing it in order to help you, okay? So I understand the videos are long, scroll through, whatever, but just understand, I understand people and their patience in watching things, so I try to keep it entertaining at the same time, okay? Because I get it, trust me. So, feminine energy wants to connect. They want to deepen the bond. Why do they want to deepen the bond? Because they want to send this to higher levels of commitment, okay? They want to take this to a higher level of commitment. Labels. labels. But meaning, by deepening your bond, the feminine is bringing through that they want to deepen the bond with you, and they want this higher level of commitment, okay? Because that's what they carry within themselves. And they were ignited by the feelings with you, and now they're keeping an open mind, okay, which means they're compassionate towards this person, the person that ignited this feminine energy, and they want to deepen the bond now to ascend this to a higher level of commitment. They're using the law of attraction in their life, okay? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully because they're being awakened along this spiritual path here. So the feminine energies here that believe they've met their direct counterpart because of the feelings within them that were ignited, they now are desiring to deepen the bond because they want to take this further with you, masculine, okay? And they are focusing on ascending themselves. They're focusing on, using the law of attraction, manifestation, focusing, going within, because they've been enlightened to the fact that they're now being pulled onto a spiritual path or awakening to their higher self in relation to you, which is why they're keeping an open mind about it, okay? Because a lot of these relationships, feminine, masculine energies, are disconnected, but they're disconnected because of the fear, okay? But now feminine energy has been awakened, okay, and are keeping an open mind about this. What they have been enlightened to is loving themselves first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So feminine energy has been working because they've been enlightened by the masculine energy who, they're keeping an open mind about because they have been enlightened on this spiritual path. And when you become enlightened, okay, when that fire's lit inside of you, but then all those lower level residual feelings that you've been carrying around with you from past karmic partners, that's what gets triggered by the soulmate. Again, we don't have coincidences here, ever. Okay? So, underneath this card at the bottom of the deck, past life relationship. What was I just saying? What did I just say? I did not know these were underneath here. Okay, what did I just say? Because they've been enlightened by the soulmate, dug up what? Past residual karmic relationship feelings. Of what? Unrequited love. Unrequited love. Lack of love of self. Loving ourselves first. This is what the soulmate has dug up. The masculine energy. Yin and yang, right? The masculine energy dug this out of the feminine energy. Now, they are keeping an open mind as they have been enlightened to this higher self, learning themselves on a deeper level. Okay? Loving themselves first. Because these past life karmic relationships that did not work out left the sense of unrequited love, right? Not feeling worthy of what it is that you truly desire. And the feminine energy has met the lover of their soul, their direct counterpart, and this is what gets dug up. Okay? These feelings, again, could be coming from childhood. Okay? So, past life, unrequited love, children, childhood. I'm telling you, the energies are fluid. This is not a coincidence. We don't have them here. There is no such thing. It's synchronicities, divine design. People were desiring to meet someone that they could be joyous with because they were so sick of lower level relationships, mundane, sick of not understanding why it is that they don't deserve love. I just want to meet somebody. And then what did the divine, the universal energies, this is not a coincidence, okay? They synchronized these meetings, and you met them. And you felt a lower level energies because of the past. Went back to karmic relationships, they didn't work out, and it was because of these lower level feelings. But because of their faith, trust, feminine energies, okay, living on a freaking prayer, you are learning to love yourself first on this spiritual path, correct? Enlightenment. Being enlightened to, like I said, We are a soul inside of a shell having a human experience. We are not humans waking up to a spiritual. How to freak? Come on. Think about it. Programming. To believe. How do you get love? You got to earn it. You got to be worthy of it. When you're not worthy of it, you're crap. You're nothing. You don't deserve it. Yeah, know all about it. That's what the feminine energy is going through right now. Okay? The feminine energy wants to now deepen their bond and ascend this to a higher level of commitment with their direct counterpart because they have been working on themselves, loving themselves first, right? Now they want to express their love. They want to make the romantic gesture. They want the masculine to make the romantic gesture, okay? Because they're keeping an open mind about you, but the masculine energy has not taken action yet, right? Taking action. Because you're in separation due to the fact that these karmic relationships need to end, okay? Karmic relationships, karmic marriages, they need to end, okay? In order to make the romantic gesture, because you're in separation, and now you want to get on a new path and reconcile with this direct counterpart that you're keeping an open mind about. This is what the feminine wants. The feminine wants to reconcile. They want a new path. They want separation to end. How does separation end? Separation ends by expressing your love, okay? A need for disconnect from the world around you is what needs to happen, okay? So the feminine energy has disconnected themselves from the world around them, okay? They want this reconciliation and they want to get on a new path. But this needs to happen between both the feminine and the masculine. They need to retreat together. See these two walking off together? They need to disconnect themselves from the world around them because they know for a fact that there is a strong magnetic connection here. You know the connection. It's an undeniable connection. It is undeniable. And what needs to happen is to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. This is how this reconciliation, this is what happens during reconciliation. You disconnect together, you know your connection, and you bring back this, youthful energy that you had in the meeting. It was youthful, it was free, it was flowing, there wasn't any questions. But then when the disconnect happened, because most, if not all, are at distances from each other, or they're in karmic marriages, right? So there's that disconnect. But this is what it was. This is what it was all about when you met. Your soul and joy, all of that. So what needs to happen? The deceptive mask needs to be taken off. And you need to love yourself first. You need to be yourself, right? This is what the divine feminine energy wants. They want you to take your mask off, masculine, because you know for a fact that this is your soulmate. Your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualizations bring you together. That's what brought you together in the first place. But you didn't recognize this person at first, right? Feminine, masculine, didn't recognize each other. Then you did. And you didn't recognize them until after it was disconnected. Then you woke up. You need to understand that you deserve love and that you are lovable. That's what the feminine energy is under right now. They're wanting reconciliation with the person that they're keeping an open mind about, okay? They're keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. They now realize this through that separation and now want to reconcile in order to deepen the bond and ascend the relationship because you awaken them onto a spiritual path and they learn to love themselves first through this disconnect. They know that this is a romance of a lifetime and they want to explore their feelings because now they know that they're real and worth exploring. And the divine feminine energy has been working on their finances and career during this time of separation, bettering themselves, loving themselves first. But what they want is to ascend this to a higher level of commitment. But how do you get there? By deepening your bond, removing the deceptive mask, and understanding that you awakened the divine feminine. You've been awakened on your path, right? You love yourself first. That's what you were learning through this whole process. Because you fell to lower levels of depression. You went back into these past life karmic relationships. You you went within. You have to. And now, feminine energy wants to reconcile, and they're keeping an open mind about their soulmate, the lover of their soul, their direct counterpart. And they know that this is a romance of a lifetime, and they want to explore their romantic feelings. And they're focusing on their finances and career at this time, during this time of separation. But what the energies are under right now is the feminine energy wants to deepen the bond and take it to a higher level of commitment. Okay? So let's go into a cartomancy and see what comes out here in relation to this path. But those are the energies right now with the romance angel cards. I mean, this is the energies that the feminine are under. They want to deepen the bond with the masculine energy. They want to ascend this to a higher level of commitment. They know that this is a romance of a lifetime, and they want, to return, the romantic feelings. But it was releasing those past residual feelings, and that's what the direct masculine counterpart ignited in them, was getting over these past life karmic relationships and the feelings that, were dug up, which is what always happens when these direct counterparts, the person that you share passion with, not a soulmate where you learn karmic lessons from them, but the direct counterpart where there's that passion, okay? And once that passion was lost with the separation of the direct counterpart, that's when you learn, that's when you wake up and realize that was the person you asked the divine for, you asked God, the angels, to bring you. Right? Test time. Always say that. So, let's see what other energies, where's this path lie as of now, feminine energies. And, time's fluid, energies are fluid, but we need to see here what just happened. Okay. See where we're headed here. Joker, upside down position. This is the Fool card in Tarot, okay? So they want a new beginning with you, okay? How does that new beginning happen? How does the new beginning happen? Feminine energy is feeling stuck. They feel you're being foolish, okay? They want to deepen their bond. That's what they want to do. That's what they're working on, They're working. They're staying optimistic. But it's in the upside down position because the masculine energy has yet to reach out, has yet to deepen the bond. Because that's what the feminine energy is showing me here. They want to deepen the bond with the masculine energy, the direct counterpart, the person who they're keeping an open mind about. They want time and energy given to them freely, but this is also by divine design. They want time and energy given freely so that they can deepen the bond. That's why they feel, this new beginning's in the upside down position because time and energy is not being given freely. But this is by divine design. Always was. Because you prayed for this person, they came into your life and you didn't recognize them. The fears crept to the surface, which they always were. That sense of unrequited love and all those feelings, that was always going to happen. Now what? Now what happens? Feminine energy wants time and energy given freely. They want to give their time and energy freely also. That also means that this has been divinely coordinated here. And the feminine energy is awakened to that. That's why they're keeping an open mind about this masculine energy. Yep. Look at this. There are some home environments that could be affected. There's also marriages or karmic relationships that need to end, but this is legal documents pertaining to the home, okay? Because now we are breaking down an established pattern that has been created, feminine energy, okay? So marriages, karmic relationships ending, completion. Because now you've been using your common sense and good judgment. You now understand. That's why keeping an open mind, okay? The feminine energy is keeping an open mind about this. They're using their common sense and good judgment when it comes to this because they now have been awakened to understanding themselves on a deeper level here, okay? This indicates psychic abilities, awakening, enlightenment, but this is also others' wishes and desires affecting the relationship, okay? So they now are awakened to the fact that, their false beliefs in these relationships are, what caused a separation, caused you to vibrate apart. And now that they're using their common sense and good judgment, not just common sense and good judgment, right? But we're using our enlightened, heightened psychic abilities, understanding ourselves on a higher level, okay? Going outside of ourselves, spirituality. Because what their wishes and desires are to bring this union together, start of the romance of the soul. Their wishes and desires of the feminine energy is to bring this into union, okay? But it's in the upside down position. They feel as if they cannot manifest this, okay? They feel as if they cannot manifest this because they feel that you, masculine, have still not finished going through this transitioning period and or you have not been awakened, okay, to who they are. But they know who you are. So that's why they're keeping an open mind. The feminine energy is keeping an open mind about their direct counterpart, the person who ignited passion within them. They want this new beginning, but they feel they cannot manifest it because you don't know who they are. You haven't been awakened or, understanding on a deeper level what it is that your connection is, okay? So the feminine energy is wishing and desiring to bring this into union. This is common sense, but also, using our heightened ability. You've been enlightened on the spiritual path. I mean, these cards don't come out like this for no reason. Like, this is not coincidence. Like I said, enlightened on the spiritual path here. Breaking down established, created patterns in the home environment, okay? Understanding ourselves on a deeper level. Understanding that you met this person, they ignited something within you, and now karmic marriages, karmic relationships, past life, all those karmic energies released, okay? But they're feeling at this time that, in a sense of trying to remain optimistic about this, okay, they feel as if you're being foolish. Masculine energy is being foolish because you're not giving your time and energy freely. And that is where they need, they're breaking down the established pattern. They feel as if the masculine energy, you also need to break down the established pattern created within your home environment, okay? Because they want this, their wishes and desires are to have a union, okay? But they feel as if the masculine energy at this time either does not recognize them as their direct counterpart and or there's marriages and karmic relationships that the masculine needs to finish, complete, break down the established pattern so that you can transition this and get onto a new path here, okay? So the feminine energy is keeping an open mind about the, their soulmate, the lover of their soul, their direct counterpart that they've met. They've been enlightened on the spiritual path. As I stated before, one is always more awakened than the other, right? But the feminine energy is feeling as if the masculine is fighting up against it, okay? And the feminine energy is focusing on themselves. They have learned to love themselves first. They are wishing and desiring for this union to come together. And in order for that to happen, the masculine energy needs to complete the transition. That's what the feminine energy, that is how the feminine energy is feeling about the masculine at this time, okay? So I'm going to close this out and go into the masculine energy, see how they coincide. So if you're the feminine energy, that is how you're feeling at this time towards the masculine. And masculine, if you're watching in, that's how the feminine energy is feeling towards you. So understand they're keeping an open mind about you. And they want, you to come forward and give your time and energy freely to them so that you can bring this, into the connection that it was always meant to be in because it was by divine design, as I always state. Okay? So I love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!